Hello again, and welcome to this series on how to draw iconic structures of the world. Now, one of the most famous structures in the world, of course, is the Eiffel Tower in Paris. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to use a ruler. First of all, I'm not going to use a ruler to draw the thing. I'm going to use it to get the proportions right. Okay, so if we start down at the bottom here and kind of draw a line for the base, just to give you an idea where the base is, you know, and then take a point in the center and draw a straight line going up like that, a vertical line, right, so we don't wobble off on either side. That gives you a guide, okay? And now the height of this, I'm going to make 25 centimeters. There's 25, there's a point there and a point there, all right? The next measurement I'll take will be the width of the base, and I'll come out 7 centimeters there, okay, and 7 on the other side. And then going up to the first cross piece is 5 centimeters, okay? So I would take 5 centimeters to there, draw my line across, and that width is 4 centimeters. So I would make a point there and a point there. See, that's the slope coming up like that. And then the next cross piece occurs 4.5 centimeters above that. So we get 4.5 to that point there, and the width at that point is 2 centimeters. So we have 2 there, right? Then swooping right up to the top section is about 2.5 centimeters long, so there's your mark there, and the width there is only 0.5 centimeter. So there are your points. You see these points now? And now if I take a pencil and just roughly put in that curve coming out through that point down to the base, okay, another one here, swooping out like that through that point to the base. Oop. Wobbly there, never mind. You get the idea. Okay, and at that point there, the Eiffel Tower kind of swoops up to another straight line. This is the famous revolving restaurant at the top here, roughly that kind of shape, and then you get a curved shape, and then the point, the needle at the top. Okay, and down the center here is your, well, the lift shaft actually comes right down to here, to that line there. So if I just kind of roughly put that second line in there, and then the first cross piece coming in here, okay? So the base, now the two sides here join, and as they come up like that, they split about there. I think that's about 7 centimeters, let's see, from there to there, yes, 7 centimeters. You get a double line of girders coming up like that, so you just again swoop that down to the base there from that point. Try and keep it fairly parallel. It's going to be a freehand drawing, you know. I'm not going to use rulers or anything like that. Make it more artistic if you do that, okay? So there's your kind of rough shape there, and this second platform area is about 2 centimeters. So there's my 2 centimeters there, okay, and this one here again is 2 centimeters at the bottom. Take that 1, 2 from there. Okay, so there you can see the basic structure. The other interesting thing about Eiffel Tower is it has this curve, of course, coming in, spanning the bottom there. It comes around like that, and then you have a double line coming up from there. Okay, and this actually curves right round, and you see it appearing just again below there, right in the roadway. Okay, right, this line will go straight across, as do these lines, and then coming down here, let's see, you have a line coming across here, then there, and there are 3 kind of shapes coming down other leg here, and they have great cross pieces coming across each one. Now this is a simplified drawing of the Eiffel Tower. I'll make it as near the kind of feeling of the tower as possible, but obviously it has to be simplified. Okay, so that comes up to there, and then you get the viewing platform, which is about there. It's a kind of glass screen which comes up with lines going across it. Below that, another thing coming out there. Right, and then up to the second level there, again you have 1, 2, 3 of these kind of box shapes coming down with cross girders on them, like that, and another line just above it there, and in here you have lots of crisscross kind of shapes. Again, I'll just put them in very roughly. Okay, and above that you have the other platform which appears on those lines there, with these lines coming down like that. Okay, and all the way up you have again these division lines coming up like that. Okay, and in each one you will have the cross piece coming down. And you can see the feeling of the Eiffel Tower taking shape here. These are slightly bigger as they come down, and also in the centre you'll have these cross pieces. I think there are 2 in fact there, that's right, there and there. Putting them in very quickly, give you a rough idea. Okay, and there's one coming in here, one coming in here, and then in the centre, one there and one there. Okay, this is the gap here, and these are filled in. Alright, and up here of course we have the view, the restaurant with the lines of the windows coming in like that, and then the tower part at the top. And around here you have double lines, and in the space here you have kind of arch shapes coming in like that. Alright, so I put in the rough shape of the Eiffel Tower. I'm going to get a pen now and start to put in some details. Okay, let's ink in now. Alright, the needle right at the top, which is kind of a radio antenna. Again, I'm simplifying this, there are other things on top here, but the basic shape is this kind of shape here. And then we have the shape of the restaurant coming at the top there. Another line appearing there. And then this curving in that's supported by these struts like that. Down to that line there. And then the nice graceful swoop of the tower itself. If we bring this line down here. To that point there, because we have the platform kind of sticking out of there. Okay. And the base of that platform coming in here. And again you have these upward struts going right across here. And carry on with the swoop down to the next platform. Comes across here. And that is a stand there. And we have the uprights going right across there. Okay, now there's another one here is sticking out a bit more. I'll carry on with the swoop on the side now. And down to there. Okay, let's do the other side. Well, before we do that, I think we'll double that up. Into there. Just try to keep the line parallel as you go down. Okay, and the next one. I'll double this one up. Okay, we carry it on down now to the next platform. Like that, and then down to the base. Like that. Okay, well, I'm going to do exactly the same with these two here, but as it takes a few minutes, I'll do it and come back to you. Okay. Okay, I'll put these lines in now. This touches this up a bit more. Okay, and I'm going to start putting the cross pieces in. Double these lines up all the way down like that. Make them slightly wider as you come down the way. And you'll also get lines coming across there in the middle section, like that. Now at the top, if you're doing a bigger drawing, obviously you can double these lines up, but as this is fairly small, let's put a cross in there. As you come down, you can double those lines up, just to give the impression of the cross girders, you know. Maybe as you come down here, you can start doing this kind of thing. You know, small V's coming into the centre, giving the sensation of your cross girders, like that. You know, what we're trying to do is get an impression. This is not, you know, an architect's drawing of the of the Eiffel Tower. It's just a kind of rough impression. You get the sense of it, the feel of it, you know. I think there's maybe two in here. Like that. And these ones here. You get the sense of the kind of tangle of girders and struts, you know. That's what you want to get. As accurate as possible, but, you know, don't actually go mad. Right, we've got a couple of lines coming across here now. This is the first stage. And we also have a line across here. And then we have a big double line coming down here. And across there we have a double line. And we still have the kind of cross girders here. Like that. And in these sections, more detail work, but again, what I'm going to do is just cross hatch there, give a sense of the crisscross nature of the ironwork. Okay, so I'm going to carry on down here and put these other crosses in. But again, you know, I'll takes a few minutes, so I'll well, first of all, I'll start putting the cross pieces in. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to carry on down here on this side, so I'll catch up with you in a couple of minutes. Okay, I'm just finishing with these cross pieces now, like that. On the actual Eiffel Tower, there's a little kind of central knob here, so I was putting that in as I draw the cross piece. Okay, like that. Excellent. So let's go up to this first stage now and put in some more of the cross pieces. As one comes along here, and below that one there, which I think is a big glass partition, you get all these struts, a lot more of them that are up there. Like that. Okay, and in these sections here, there's another strut going across, and one there. And in here, you get more kind of cross type ironwork. Just do it with crosses like that, okay? And then across the middle here, there's another line that follows that line there, and one there. And in here, you've got double lines that come down through both lines like that, and across in each one. Carry that theme going across there. Quite decorative, isn't it? Now we come to the arch. And the top part of the arch, come into there, and the bottom part coming in here. We'll double these up. See, double that line up there. And double this one. And as I say, you can imagine them carving around and appearing down here again, like that. Come around there. Okay? And there's radiating lines, start from the one in the centre, and then put lines coming out all the way around like that. Okay, start to slope them out. And then in this shape here, it, as I said, they have these kind of long shapes with curves at the end coming in like that. Okay, and then in this part here, we have more crosses, but what we'll do this time, we'll double them up. Make it a bit more interesting, like that. Okay, so there we have our Eiffel Tower. Let's draw a line across here now with the ruler. Okay, like that. And obviously there are some parts that are darker than other parts. For instance, you know, there's a lift, an elevator going right up the centre here, and these parts are filled in, and these parts here are dark. And what I'll do is I'll actually shade in maybe one or two of these wee dark bits. Give you an idea. These bits are kind of solid like that. I wouldn't shade in too much because it's a very light kind of structure, you know. You get kind of dark shadowed bits under here. And as I said, you know, you've got a kind of dark shape of the elevator going up the centre there, like that. Imagine the right to the top. And you also have kind of dark shading in these bits in here. You know, these bits tend to make it a wee bit more artistic, a wee bit more dark shading there. And perhaps maybe you can imagine the shadows of the other struts coming in behind there. You could add a couple of lines, something like that. You know, but not too much. Like that. Okay, maybe a couple of lines come down here or other struts, just to give it that bit more thing in there. A bit more interest. A bit here. And perhaps this bit here, shaded in the middle. Like that. A few more lines there. Okay, well, I think I'll leave it at that. You get the sense of the lightness and the grace of the shape of the Eiffel Tower. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you join me the next time. I'll be drawing another iconic structure from around the world. Okay, but in the meantime, of course, all the best and happy drawing.